Welcome to Working Lunch, making your money work for you every day.
You're hired. The government announces new help to get teenagers into training. Some employers will get thousands of pounds if they take on new apprentices.
So we'll find out if the cash will help create more jobs for young people. We've got Stephen Allen Brittis from the Federation of Small Businesses to speak about that. Also, we look at why buying online could give you more protection if you're after a mobile phone this Christmas. Technology guru Rory Kethlin-Jones is here to tell us all about it. And he's just the ticket. That's our guest of the day today. Eric Baker runs Viagogo. We're going to speak to him about how business is doing as it sells on your unwanted concert or sports tickets.
Safe as houses. We've got some ways to keep an eye on your home if you're out and about this Christmas. We're stealing some security ideas from Tom Dunmore. He's in the tech shed this week. And some shocking news from our very own lab rat.
I'm at a product testing laboratory where I'm finding out how you can avoid buying unsafe presents and getting a rather nasty Christmas shock.
Now, there are more than 1 million 16 to 24-year-olds who either don't have a job, aren't at school or are not on a training course. So this afternoon the government's going to unveil new incentives for firms to take on apprentices.
A £2,500 sweetener is being offered to the first companies to sign up. Simon Gompertz has more on this story.
This business, PeopleVox in Buckinghamshire, designs and sells stock control software. It's a start-up with 8 staff. Oliver Rhodes is a recent graduate just taken on. And the feeling here is that they could take on even younger apprentices because they're so at home with using the internet.
The main thing is understanding how the internet will bring benefit to businesses from a user perspective. And that's normally to do with the aesthetics and usability of it. Regarding the 2,500 that the government's offering, well, always the question asked is how will that be paid, what evidence is needed to provide against that. But if there is an incentive there, certainly at PeopleVox we'd look at putting probably a couple at least in to get it rolling if there was that incentive.
Another interested business is First Action Plumbing in West London. This is the control centre looking after 100 plumbers. They have 5 apprentices already. The £2,500 payment being held out doesn't cover the cost of taking on an apprentice, but it could well make a difference.
I don't think it makes for us the decision, but I think it perhaps helps the decision, and we will look at it in view of that there is this, I think, golden hello, is that perhaps a term that might be described? And I think that we would look at it with that in mind, and maybe we would get perhaps 1 more, 2 more apprentices that we could take on.
These golden hellos for apprentices are just what big business has been asking for. But potential apprentices have to contend against the fact that companies are cutting back and they're competing against many other job seekers.
There's probably 3 categories at the moment. One is the experienced person who's currently without work, that's done it all before and I can hit the road running straight away, immediate benefit. Then there's a graduate, of which there's a glut at the moment, where the supply is exceeding demand by a great deal, and I can have someone with that bit more life experience with the right attitude as well, hungry to do well. And then there's a 3rd category, which is the apprentices, who are almost losing out at the moment.